So in this presentation, I am going to explain about the biodiversity, preserving our planet, the critical importance of the biodiversity. So biodiversity in the plant system, which refers to the variety and variability of the plant species in the given ecosystems. So the biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth, encompassing all the living organisms, their genetic diversity, and the ecosystem they form. It plays a critical role in maintaining the health of our planet and supports the services we rely on for the survival of life. So the biodiversity, it includes the three main components. One is genetic diversity, is nothing but it is the diversity within the plant species. Then species diversity is between the species, and the ecosystem diversity is in between the ecosystem of plant system. So each component is vital role for the resilience of the natural system and contributes to the stability of our environment. So the importance of biodiversity. The biodiversity is crucial for the ecosystem services, so such as pollination, nutrient cycling, and the production of oxygen, and it also provides the resource for food, medicinal resource, raw materials, and directly impacting the human well-being, and also it essential for the soil fertility and water purification, and also habitat for the wildlife. Then another importance of biodiversity are food security. So a diverse range of plant species, that it is crucial for the food security, as it provides a variety of crops that can withstand the pests and the diseases and changing the climate conditions. And third important the importance of plant biodiversity is the medicinal resources. The many plants are sources of medicines and other health related products. And the fourth one is the economic value. So biodiversity can have the economic benefits through agriculture, horticulture, and the forestry, and the tourism. So tourism development, it provides some economical benefits to the society. Then cultural importance. So plants are integral to many cultures and religions. So that provides the materials, raw materials for rituals, foods, and the traditional medicines. So these are the importance of the biodiversity. Then threats to biodiversity, the human activities that pose the significant threats to the biodiversity, that includes the habitat destructions, climate change, and the invasive species, and the pollutions, and the over-exploitation. These are the threats to the biodiversity. Let us discuss the one by one. In the habitat destructions, due to the urbanization, deforestation, and agriculture can lead to the loss of plant habitats. Then climate change, changes in the temperature and the precipitation patterns, that also affect the plant growth and the survival of the plant. So invasive species, the non-native species can outcompete, then prey on or bring the diseases to our native species. Then pollution, air, water, and the soil pollutions can negatively impact the plant health and also the diversity system. Then over-exploitation, the unsustainable logging and farming and the harvesting can deplete the plant propulsion. So these are the threats to the biodiversity. The climate change impact is the altering habitats and the threatening the species survival. So rising the temperatures and changing the precipitation patterns, that also disturb the ecosystems, leading to species migration and the potential extinctions of the vulnerable organisms. So let us discuss the conservation effort to prevent from the threats of the biodiversity. The conservation strategies such as protected areas, wildlife corridors, and sustainable practices are the essential for preserving biodiversity. Let us discuss one by one. In the protected areas, so establishing the reserves and the parks to protect the plant habitats. For example, the reserve forest, reserve tiger forest. The main purpose of reserve tiger forest to protect the tiger generation as well as to protect the biodiversity. Then sustainable practices, promoting the sustainable agriculture and forestry practices to reduce the impact on the plant system. Then restoration projects, initiating the projects to restoring the degraded ecosystems. Then seed banks and the botanical gardens, the storing the seeds and growing the plants in the controlled environment to preserve the genetic diversity. Then legislation and the policies, let us discuss. The role of legislation. The strong environmental legislation is crucial for diversity protection. The laws such as encourage the Species Act and international agreements like the Convention on the Biological Diversity help the safeguard ecosystem and the species at risk. Then community involvement. So local communities play a vital role in the biodiversity conservation. The community lead initiatives can promote the sustainable practices, raise awareness and engage the citizens to protect their natural resources and the habitats. Then economic value, we already discussed. To change the agriculture, horticulture and the tourism development, we can get the benefits from the biodiversity. Education and awareness, to create the awareness and education to the peoples to safeguard our natural resources. So the preserving the biodiversity is not just an environmental issue, it is a moral obligation for the future generation. By understanding its importance and taking the collective actions, we can ensure a sustainable future for our planet. Thank you.